FM, AM 1400, The Patriot, and we're talking with Thomas Holmes of Keller Williams Realty in Rochester about this current market we're in, Dreamer. There's been a lot of volatility. Going years and years, there's been a lot of down and then a lot of up.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's starting to get a little more reasonable, but let's review some of the changes we've seen in the last year. Year over year, the statistics are out from Real Comp 2, the kind of gatekeeper of statistics in our community. And the short sales are way down, Tina.
Which is good news. Means less people are underwater, because when people are underwater, then there's short sales.
And that's 38.5% less short sales in August 2014 than there was in August 2013.
Right.
And
go ahead.
That's huge.
It
I
is.
mean, this isn't a slight move. We've really got to the point where the correction has happened and we're back to where we should be.
Yeah, especially because they said that down by 38 means it's only 3.2% of the market now.
Right. 3% of the market is short sale, which is a more reasonable number.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to foreclosures, the other distressed property sale there where they end up selling kind of cheap.
Yes.
And that hurts the neighbor next door's property value. That's down year over year. The foreclosures are down 33.1%. That's a huge difference between August 2013 and August 2014. Now, we mentioned earlier the median sales price for our market here year over year, August 2014 and August 2013, has increased by 14.6%. And that's month after month after month we've had huge increases. In fact, 14.6 is less of an increase. That's a huge increase.
Yes.
But it's even down some from where we were.
Which, frankly, is good news, I think.
Well, that's what Thomas was saying.
Yes. You know, people need to look at, we hear percentages and things like that, and you don't think of, okay, the market's moved 6% or the market's moved 10%. But what that means is if you had a $200,000 house, your house is worth almost $30,000 more than it was last year.
Well, now hold on. Before we make that promise, let me say this about the way this is going. We're talking about the median sales price, and watch this. That means with 38% less short sales and 33% less foreclosures, that means a whole lot of houses that were selling at the bottom of the market are no longer there.
Right.
That doesn't necessarily mean my individual house went
That's
up
true.
14.6% in a year. But it does mean without that weight on the bottom of the market holding it down, now the prices are rising to a more reasonable level.
Yes. You really see that 14 point, just under 15%.
Yeah.
I mean, we have eliminated a lot of the bottom of the market.
Yeah.
I mean, with the short sales gone and you see a 38% decrease in that, now what you're really looking at the median is actually more of a median. Because before we were really bottom weighted, where now we are more towards the middle.
That's a great way to say it. The median is more of a median.
Yes.
That's exactly that's true. It's true.
Hey, Captain Obvious.
But it makes all the sense in the world because we had this really bizarrely skewed market, right? With all the short sales and foreclosures, and then the rest of us folks who were trying to get, to the next space we were planning on getting to. And speaking to that, American Dreamer, you may be thinking, well, wait a second, if the increase in prices are slowing, maybe I should wait for the spring. What do you think of that?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, why not?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, houses were really selling last winter. And if you had your house on the market, there really wasn't as much competition. So if you want to sell and you have, you're reasonably priced and you're working with a professional that, can get it out there and market it correctly, you've still got a really good chance to sell your house. And even more than that, we want to make sure that you're selling or buying before rates go up.
Well, that's the thing that's really kind of troubled me, Tina, is that I'm all glad about the prices coming up, but these rates are really still very, very low. At some point, and the experts tell me next year is the year, we're going to see a lot of, in fact, we'll probably see some sooner than next year, but we're going to see a year from now a big increase, I believe. Now, nobody has a crystal ball, but that's what I'm reading. The rates can't stay this artificially low forever. We're going to see an increase in rates. And when you have an increase in prices and an increase in rates, you got a lot less buyers for your listing.
Yes. And we really want to see, buyers coming in being able to get the house that they want. If you wait till next year, you may not be able to afford that same house.
Right.
Because you have rates that are going up, you have prices that are going up, and that house, maybe your payment was going to be $1,100 and now you're looking at $1,250. Well, that might put somebody out. Or, this may push them past their DTI threshold. They may not have the income now to qualify.
The debt
Or the
to
down
income.
payment as well.
Yes.
They might
Yeah.
not have enough down payment now that the price is too high.
Yeah.
So DTI and assets. for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, American Dreamer, we're talking about the real estate markets.